Right now, what student protesters and campus officials at UW-Madison are saying after negotiations to end an encampment on campus break down.
Rain is on the way for parts of southern Wisconsin. I emphasize parts. Not everyone's going to get it, but who will get wet? I have the answer coming up.
And a big announcement by President Biden during a stop in Racine today. The news that will create more jobs in southeastern Wisconsin. It's all ahead on News 3 Now at 10. Negotiations between encampment protesters and administrators at UW-Madison stopped today, hitting an impasse on the students' demands that the university divest from businesses that deal with Israel. Arman Rahman has more from Library Mall, where the encampment continues now in its second week.
Both university administrators and student protesters want talks to continue, but Wednesday they hit a standstill.
We were met stonewalled.
Student protesters decided to walk out of negotiations Wednesday morning. They sent a proposal which included negotiating ethical ways of investment through shared governance. But they say UW leaders never even read it.
We would really love to be in conversation with the administration. We understand that there's a lot of space for conversation, a lot of space for edits, and really all we're asking is a good faith conversation rather than a stonewall that is what we're facing right now.
The administration says the chancellor cannot control how the WFAA Foundation invests university funds, and that's not going to change. They say there could be a way to discuss whether the university should create investment principles for the WFAA to consider, but the chancellor will not endorse any of that.
This encampment represents Rafah. These tents represent the tents in Rafah. We cannot forget this.
There were whispers around Library Mall Wednesday of police moving in after talks ended, and a draft proposal from the university gave a deadline of 4 p.m. for the tents to go. Campus leaders said later in a statement there would be no immediate police action. They continued, "It remains an urgent campus priority to end the encampment, which is illegal, a violation of student and registered student organization conduct rules, and an increasing safety concern." The university says it is open to continuing talks on Thursday. Reporting in Library Mall, Arman Rahman, News 3 Now.
And UWPD is investigating 3 separate reports of violence on Library Mall, all from within the past week as protests continue. Last Wednesday, a student displaying a sign in support of Israel reported that a man armed with a knife on his waistband told her, quote, "Jews shouldn't be on this campus," end quote. It's now being investigated as a possible hate crime. And campus police said yesterday afternoon a student was threatened by another man who said he would kill him if he didn't put away his phone. That student walked away, but says the man continued to make threats and followed him. And early this morning, just before 4:30, an assault happened involving 2 men fighting with a stick. But once officers arrived, that fight stopped. UWPD is continuing to monitor safety in that area. Well, the sunshine and blue skies sure felt good today, but expect a little cool down and some wet weather for you Thursday. Chief Meteorologist Alex Harrington joins us now. He has his first warn forecast. Alex?
Good evening, Eric. Yes, a cool down on your Thursday. Showery day, kind of a raw day is expected on your Thursday with showers moving into the area here in the next couple of hours. But not all of southern Wisconsin will see these showers. The overall precip amounts here are going to eye up, let's say, the Wisconsin River Valley towards Madison and south towards the Wisconsin-Illinois border. Up towards the Dells, you might be lucky to get 1/10 of an inch. North of the Dells, you might not even get quite that. It's a very tight cutoff with this area of rainfall that's heading towards southern Wisconsin. A couple thunderstorms will also be a possibility with this too. Radar 3000 showing those showers eyeing up far northeastern Iowa, just to the west of the Mississippi River. Area of showers and some thunderstorms, even a couple of severe storms just east of Waterloo. This is for damaging winds. I think this line of thunderstorms, though, as it continues to move off towards the east, is going to slip just south of the Wisconsin-Illinois border. A couple claps of thunder, maybe some heavier downpours for our communities stretching from Dubuque over to Darlington to Monroe this evening, going into the wee hours of your Thursday morning. But strong thunderstorms are, again, not expected in southern Wisconsin tonight. Coming up, though, in Maine weather, we will track these showers, how far north they're going to get into southern Wisconsin, and when we can expect them to end. And how about that Mother's Day forecast? I have all those answers in a few minutes.
All right, Alex, thank you. An 18-year-old La Follette high school student arrested yesterday after a gun was found in his backpack. Officers were already at the school when a staff member informed them of the weapon. While the student was separated from his bag, officers searched it and found the gun. Loaded magazines and bullets were also found. Police say as they were arresting the student, he lunged toward the gun and had to be restrained. Madison police say detectives have identified several people believed to be involved in damaging a car during the Mifflin Street block party. Authorities put out a release yesterday with photos attached of 31 people they say took part in a flipping of a vehicle Saturday on the 27th. So far, 7 people have been identified.
We had mothers calling, we had students calling, we had people that didn't live in Madison calling either to give us names or for themselves turn themselves in. And the benefit to turning yourself in this regard is that you will have an order-in date.
But if you don't turn yourself in, police say they'll be looking for you, and when they find you, they say they'll arrest you and take you to jail. The people involved in the destruction of the vehicle are facing criminal damage to property charges. The Beloit police officer who shot and killed an armed man late last month has been identified as Officer Nicholas Rodenbeck. He's been with the department since 2021. They say he shot 33-year-old Michael Ward on Sunday, April 28th on Ashland Avenue. Police say Ward was armed with 2 bladed weapons as was walking towards someone, refusing commands to drop the weapon. He was taken to the hospital but later died from his injuries. Rodenbeck has been on administrative leave as is policy. The DOJ's Division of Criminal Investigation continues to look into the matter. A big announcement by President Joe Biden and Microsoft this afternoon during his visit to Racine. A $3.3 billion artificial intelligence data center will be built at the former Foxconn site at Mount Pleasant. The president making that announcement at Gateway Technical Community College. Microsoft bought the land from Foxconn last year after Foxconn's failed promise to build a facility on that property. Construction is set to start at the end of the year with 2,300 union construction jobs to be created, another 2,000 permanent jobs for workers in the data center.
It's all part of Microsoft's broad plan to build an artificial intelligence ecosystem right here in Racine. It's going to be transformative, not just here, but worldwide.
Well, the president also made a campaign stop to meet with black voters before heading off for more campaign events in Chicago. And reaction from both sides of the aisle rolling in from the president's visit earlier today and that Microsoft announcement. Senator Tammy Baldwin posting on X, quote, Wisconsin is the obvious choice for Microsoft. We have a second-to-none workforce, a proud tradition of innovation, and a high quality of life. This is welcome news. Republicans question the president's involvement. Assembly Speaker Robin Vos saying in a statement, quote, today's exciting announcement of Microsoft's plan to create thousands more jobs in Racine County has very little to do with President Biden, everything to do with the efforts of local elected officials, local economic development leaders, and Microsoft itself. A live look now at the U.S. Capitol, where earlier today the House rejected an effort by Republican Marjorie Taylor Greene to oust House Speaker Mike Johnson. Greene triggered a resolution to have Johnson removed this afternoon, but the chamber killed that resolution, voting to table it with a bipartisan vote of 359 to 43. Greene's move reportedly caught many Republicans by surprise, especially after Greene and Johnson held 2 meetings this week.
I want to say that I appreciate the show of confidence from my colleagues to defeat this misguided effort. That is certainly what it was. As I've said from the beginning, and I've made clear here every day, I intend to do my job. I intend to do what I believe to be the right thing, which is what I was elected to do.
Greene has been critical of Speaker Johnson following the passage of a major foreign aid package. And the Biden administration paused the shipment of bombs to Israel amid concerns over their potential use in a ground operation in Rafah. Sherelle Hubbard reports this as happening as Palestinians in Gaza try to recover after an Israeli airstrike.
The U.S. paused a planned shipment of 3,500 bombs to Israel amid concerns over their potential use in a ground operation in Rafah without a plan for the civilians sheltering there. One administration official told the Washington Post, quote, Israel should not launch a major ground operation in Rafah, where more than 1 million people are sheltering with nowhere else to go. An IDF spokesperson said Israel will not back down.
Either Hamas unconditionally surrenders, Jim, or we go in with military force. Now, I don't see any way that Hamas is actually going to surrender. So if you're expecting us to surrender our safety and security to Hamas because they're hiding behind their civilians, then that's an unreasonable expectation.
Republican Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell says the shipment pause is an overstep by the U.S.
The delay of shipment of weapons to Israel is just another way of trying to tell an ally how to conduct the war.
How Israel is conducting the war against Hamas is a major point of contention. Protests have erupted on college campuses throughout the U.S., and on Wednesday, Republicans led a hearing on Capitol Hill over the concern of increasing anti-Semitism in K-12 schools. Only leaders from school districts and liberal cities were selected to speak at that hearing.
Our young students with ties to either Israel or Gaza, some deeply traumatized by the horror they see and hear, sit side by side in our Berkeley classrooms. They are friends.
Sherelle Hubbard, News 3 Now.
An encounter by two men with a bear in a Japanese forest was caught on camera as it aggressively charged the vehicle they were in. They were driving on this woodland road when the bear ran at their vehicle, damaging the windshield wiper, then makes another run at them, cracking the windshield. That was enough for them as they sped out of there. Wildlife specialists cited in Japanese local media said it appears the vehicle may have come between a mother bear and her cub, which would lead to an attack. And in Brazil, deadly flooding has animals looking for safety on rooftops. Look at this horse on top of a building submerged in floodwater. At least 100 people there have died. Nearly 250,000 people have been displaced now. Heavy rains last week caused rivers to flood, putting entire towns underwater. The rain, they say, will let up tomorrow, but more is expected over the weekend. And more local stories are still ahead at 10. It has been months in the works, but a new experiment finally underway in downtown Madison, part of State Street, becoming even more pedestrian friendly. Everything you need to know about this new mall now closed to traffic.
Lock in the lowest prices ever at Ashley. Our Memorial Day sale brings you unbeatable discounts with price drops 3 years in the making. And special financing for 60 months. Save even more on clearance items store-wide. Only at Ashley.
When replacing your windows, you want them to be built by the best and backed by the best. That's what you'll get with replacement windows only available from Renewal by Andersen. When you choose Renewal by Andersen at Wanakee Remodeling, you're not getting a one-size-fits-all product. From design and sales to manufacturing, installation, and service, we own the entire process. This month only, when you buy one window or patio door, you'll get 140% off, plus 12 months special financing. Visit WanakeeRemodeling.com for more details.
It's a great time to have RG Heating and Air Conditioning check your home's furnace system for safety and efficiency. RG services all brands and installs quality Trane equipment to keep your home running smooth year-round. Call RG Heating and AC today.
If there's one thing we like, it's choices. Find yours with Ford F-150. Gas, hybrid, or all-electric. Whether it's towing, powering up, or getting from 0 to 60 in 3.8 seconds, what you choose to do with that much power is up to you. Tough this smart can only be called F-150.
Choose FlexBuy on a Ford F-150 and get 0% APR financing for 66 months plus $2,000 FlexBuy cash. Only at your local Wisconsin Ford dealer.
Madison, a new era in golf has arrived. Introducing TPC Wisconsin, an elite golf club with worldwide privileges. Contact TPC Wisconsin today for your exclusive membership.
Ride it, Chip.
Don't worry, my cousin's got a guy.
Right now, get 2-for-1 windows and no interest for 1 year.
Hurry. Call now.
Call 866 for Feldco.
The Memorial Day Mattress Marathon is back at Ashley. Rest easy with 60 months 0 interest. Save up to $1,200 instantly on Beauty Rest Black and Eye Comfort mattresses. Plus, queen mattresses start at just $348. The best mattress deals are only at Ashley.
The one and only Jerry Shopper! What do you get when two daytime queens come together? Can I get my earring back? Did my earring take off your ear? A whole lot of laughter and some serious singing.
On the next Jennifer Hudson Show at 3. You're watching News 3 Now at 10. Moving forward.
Madison's pedestrian mall experiment is now officially underway tonight, with the 400, 500, and 600 blocks closing during certain times of the day to non-emergency traffic. On weekdays, traffic will be closed from 3 p.m. until 4 in the morning. For weekends, no vehicles will be allowed from 10 a.m. all the way until 4 a.m. These changes are part of a 6-month experiment approved late last year designed to get more folks to flock to state this spring and summer. The president of Downtown Madison, Inc. says this should help an already important economic part of the city grow even stronger.
When you close a street, it just allows for more opportunity for more things to happen, for buskers to come out, for festivals, for night markets. It just draws more people to downtown to help support the businesses and the restaurants and all the locally owned shops that we have here on State Street.
The city emphasized this is an experiment, and once your feedback, it plans to soon launch a Flock to State website where you can leave your comments. As Wisconsin continues to see a nursing shortage, a new initiative announced by the Department of Safety and Professional Services to move nurses even more quickly into the workforce. The department has worked with 14 Wisconsin universities and technical colleges to create a system to allow students to complete their national nursing exam early. This will streamline the path to getting licensed to practice here in Wisconsin. And once they pass the exam and graduate, they won't have to wait very long before they can get to work.
You want certainty, and we're here to provide that to you. So every student who completes their national exam early is going to get a letter from us saying within 3 days, 3 business days of receiving confirmation from your school that you've graduated, you're going to have a license in hand.
It gives me the opportunity to start working as soon as I want after graduation, which I know a lot of my peers at Edgewood are also super excited for.
The Department of Safety and Professional Services said this new initiative will not shortchange any safeguards in place when it comes to preparing nurses, but instead just changes the order of operations a little bit. Support suicide prevention efforts and the spaying and neutering of pets with 2 new specialty license plates in Wisconsin. Here's what they look like. On the left, one encouraging the spaying, neutering, and adoption of pets from the Fixes In. That's a Wisconsin nonprofit. And then on the right, an American Foundation for Suicide Prevention plate that reads, "Save lives, bring hope." Part of the fees from these plates will go to each organization. You can order them online. We've included a link to do so on the story at channel3000.com. With summer approaching, maybe you've got a road trip in mind. 2 Florida women just drove 500 miles through the Sunshine State, but the cars they did it in are much smaller and slower than the vehicle that's probably in your driveway. Childhood friends Cassie and Lauren of Jacksonville attempted to set a Guinness World Record for the longest distance driven by toy cars. Their route took them from Jacksonville all the way down to Key West, taking more than 3 months to complete. Even better, they raised money for rescue animals through social media. If you're wondering why they did this trip, nostalgia was a big reason.
We used to ride around with toy cars as kids, and we've always wanted a Guinness World Record attempt, so we're like, this would be a fun way to kind of honor our childhood. Originally it came as kind of a laughable idea, and then it kind of turned into this actual thing that we decided to do.
Well, setting a world record is serious stuff. Oh, so serious that they kind of failed on a technicality. Cassie says Guinness emailed them during the attempt saying they'd have to stop raising money for animals and pay them. She thinks it's because the women were advertising their trip on social media to raise money. Guinness World Records saw them as a corporation, so they decided to keep their money and donate it to save the animals. Time for another check of your first warn forecast with Chief Meteorologist Alex Harrington. Alex?
Eric, just 24 hours ago, southern Wisconsin was having tons of severe weather warnings. We had tornado warnings, we had wall clouds, we had funnel clouds. In fact, speaking of funnel clouds, thanks, Lee, for sending us this photo here. And again, brave, Lee, for taking this picture as we have this embedded wall cloud in a shelf cloud and actually a funnel cloud. If you look right in the center of this picture, this would be just east of Lake Ripley and also Cambridge, where there were confirmed funnel clouds. And we talked to the National Weather Service and they agree. Funnel cloud here, Lee, about 3 miles west of Jefferson. Those storms that we had across southern Wisconsin produced hail. Those are the blue circles that you see here. The orange circles are the wind. And we even had an EF1 tornado in Walworth County. So even for a marginal risk that we had been talking about for a few days, marginal risk generally means isolated severe weather. Sometimes that can pan out, of course, to being more than just isolated severe weather. We do have a line of thunderstorms here on radar 3000 near Waterloo, just west of 380, south and west of Manchester. That line is moving off towards the east, and I do anticipate this line of thunderstorms to continue to weaken, but I'll be keeping an eye on it. If it were to make it into southern Wisconsin, it'd be the very, very far southern portions of Grant and Lafayette counties. Again, if this line of thunderstorms were to hold together. Weather models have been showing all day that line actually weakening as it progresses towards the east, and any rain shower activity and thunderstorm activity hugging the Wisconsin-Illinois border through at least 4 o'clock in the morning. We can track the rest of that here with Future Track. By 6 o'clock, a few showers trying to make it up to Madison, maybe a rumble or two of thunder. A cool breeze on your Thursday with showers spreading across the rest of southern Wisconsin. But north of the Dells, up towards Camp Douglas, Green Lake, Marquette counties, you might be right on the northern edge of this rain and not get much rain at all. And those showers then will sweep off towards the south and east. And a cool day will replace the near 80-degree weather we had over parts of southern Wisconsin today for only the upper 50s to near 60 degrees. So not feeling very spring-like on your Thursday, but we'll bring those temperatures back up again in the future. Again, concentrated area of showers with a clap or two of thunder with heavier rainfall likely south of the Dells, Madison, and points towards the Wisconsin-Illinois border, as it looks like with our Future Track model. On and off rain shower chances Friday night. We could see a shower or thunderstorm again on your Sunday afternoon. I do think the good news is on your Sunday afternoon, moms out there, happy Mother's Day early from me to you, that it looks like that chance of storms will be confined to the late afternoon and the evening hours. So dry time expected on your Sunday with those on and off shower and storm chances through the rest of the 10-day period. I also wanted to throw a big shout out to all of southern Wisconsin who sent us weather photos. We've got a few of those weather photos here. We can go back to program 73, or maybe not. We'll just go right over to Zach.
Sports, she's back. Which Badger is returning for her final year at Wisconsin? Find out next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Get a great deal and do a great deal of good when you shop at Habitat Restore. From furniture and decor to appliances and building materials, we've got everything you need for your next project. Shop our convenient East and West locations today.
Experience Overture's 24-25 Broadway season. See the best of Broadway. Subscribe at overture.org.
Blackberry Smoke. Live in concert. Be Right Here tour. Saturday, July 6th at Ho Chunk Gaming Wisconsin Dells. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster. Don't miss Blackberry Smoke live.
This is me, and this was my stubborn body fat. My name's Adrian, and Sonobello changed my life.
Sonobello is America's #1 cosmetic surgery specialist, and they permanently removed my body fat in just one visit.
After having 2 kids, my body, it changed a lot. I tried everything to lose the fat, but nothing seemed to work.
Sonobello's board-certified surgeons use micro-laser technology to safely target and remove your diet-resistant fat cells permanently on your stomach, back, chin, and more.
I've seen such dramatic results. My tummy is gone, my double chin is gone, and my hourglass shape is back. This was the mommy makeover that I deserved.
Schedule your free, no-obligation consultation and find out how you can get $250 off instantly. Call 1-888-357-3263 or go to sonobello.com.
No question, I want to spend these months at home with hospice care from A Grace, so I can be with my dog and my grandkids and their laughter.
A Grace, caring every step of the way.
Discovering the perfect paint for your home has never been easier with Zinsser Smart Coat. Plan smart with interactive tools at smartcoat.com. Buy smart in-store or online for home delivery. And paint smart with this advanced paint and primer in one. Say hello to Zinsser Smart Coat, the next generation of intelligent paint.
We agreed we need a new bathtub and shower, but I think he's procrastinating.
Just call 1-800-HANSONS. Installed in as little as 1 day with a no-leak guarantee. Get 50% off installation or no interest, no payments for 2 full years. Offer ends soon.
remember what Casey O'Brien did on the ice last year? Patty Kazmaier Award top 3 finalist. Tallied a school record 50 assists in the season. Was second in the nation in points with 73. She was a first-team All-American and the USCHO National Player of the Year. Pretty good, right? Well, there was even better news today for Mark Johnson. O'Brien is coming back to Madison for one final year, and teammate Katie Kalowski is also returning to Wisconsin. Well, the Brewers got some good news ahead of their series finale with the Royals. Christian Yelich is back in the lineup after missing close to a month with a back injury. Well, the hero from yesterday's win, Willy Adames, getting the guys ready. And like in every game this series, the Brewers started hot. William Contreras goes gap into Trey Places with Bryce Durang, and the RBI double puts the crew up 1-0. But like in every game this series, the Royals would answer. Bobby Witt Jr. sends a solo shot to left, and take a look at the fan. That right there is a Brewers move. Jake catches the home run, but realizes his team is about to lose. Not happy about it. Brewers fall 6-4, the final. What a year it's been for Hillary Blomberg. In her first season in Madison, the Verona native is hitting a team-high .349 at the plate with 4 home runs and 26 RBI. She also set a program freshman record with 13 doubles. So it came as no surprise to see her named first-team All-Big Ten and to the conference's all-freshman team. Well, speaking of the Badgers softball team, their Big Ten tournament opener was delayed an hour and a half. But so far, it was worth the wait. Wisconsin currently leads Ohio State 5-1 in the 6th inning. That challenging stretch we talked about yesterday begins tomorrow for Steve Stricker when he tees off in the Regions Tradition, a tournament that he's had a lot of success at. Strick has won it 3 times, including the last 2, all by 6 strokes. So going into this week, he knows there's a bullseye on his back and that everyone's gunning to take down the 2-time reigning champ. But Strick is heading to the links with a different perspective.
Obviously, I want to play well and play well enough to get in contention to try to win. But it's more about, having that desire to be competitive still, to go through the process, to practice, to get ready. I still enjoy that part. To play well is kind of bonus on top of that. But I think that's why I've been playing better.
That's it for sports. We'll be right back.
Have your best summer ever with Bachman's Mother's Day Pool Sale. Save 25% off all in-stock above-ground Radiant pools. Visit our showrooms in Madison and Brookfield and save.
Go ahead. Relax. It's Bachman's.
Rewards Club members at Ho Chunk Gaming Madison can get a ticket for a promotional drawing by visiting the Rewards Club booth. Promotional drawings can be either physical or virtual tickets. Physical tickets will be placed in a drawing barrel, while virtual tickets can be redeemed at a promotional kiosk. Visit Ho Chunk Gaming Madison and grab your tickets at the Rewards Club booth today.
Ho Chunk Gaming Madison.
Who is she talking to?
It's Empire Today's biggest sale, the 50-50-50 sale. 50% off carpet and flooring, 50% off padding and materials, and 50% off installation. That's right, half off your entire project. You can save thousands. Empire's 50-50-50 sale won't last long. Don't miss 50% off carpet and flooring, 50% off padding and materials, and 50% off installation.
800-588-2300 Empire.
Today. We really need new siding.
After I get my windows. Have you tried opening ours?
We're not touching the windows until we redo the roof. It's leaking.
Happy spouse, happy house.
Exactly.
Wait. Everyone can agree on 1-800-HANSON's because our windows, roofing, siding, and gutters are all guaranteed for life, and our baths have a no-leak guarantee. Get 50% off installation or no interest and no payments for 2 full years.
Call 1-800-HANSON's. Get it done.
Save during the big Hy-Vee brand sale this Friday through Sunday. A value pack of fresh Hy-Vee chicken leg quarters, just 99 cents a pound. Hy-Vee ketchup, just 99 cents. 8-ounce Hy-Vee Choice Reserve center cut sirloins, just $3.99. Hy-Vee ice cream, just $1.99. Hy-Vee cottage cheese, just 98 cents. And Hy-Vee tortilla chips, just $1.48. Don't miss the big Hy-Vee brand sale this Friday through Sunday.
You can visibly eliminate wrinkles and under eye bags in 10 minutes with results that last up to 10 hours without needles and without surgery. Plexiderm does it for only $14.95. Visit plexidermtrial.com.
You can't just pull up to a drive-thru and order perfectly tender brisket that's been slow smoking over hickory wood for 13 hours. Actually, Arby's just lied. You totally can. Arby's, we have the meat.
Have your best summer ever with Bachman's Mother's Day Pool Sale. Save 25% off all in-stock above-ground Radiant pools. Visit our showrooms in Madison and Brookfield and save.
Go ahead. Relax. It's Bachman's.
Chris Stanford, News 3 Now this morning. Moving forward.
Well, you probably think of the iconic red wagon when you hear of the Radio Flyer. Up in Alaska, that wagon has been transformed into a one-of-a-kind car up for auction this Mother's Day. This is the Alaskan Radio Flyer, a customized vehicle nearly identical to the wagon it is modeled after. Check it out. Alaska Premier Auctions and Appraisals will put it to auction Sunday, where it's been described as a driving photo booth due to all the attention it gets when out on the roads. We're going to get to Alex now for a final check of the forecast and what we can expect tomorrow.
Yeah, not everyone's going to get rain, unfortunately. If you still need those drops over portions of southwestern Wisconsin, north and west of Richland Center, lesser of a chance of the rain with this system that's coming in tonight going on into your Thursday. Better chances and higher amounts towards the Wisconsin-Illinois border as it looks like right now. Do want to do a plug again for our viewer photos. If we could swing over to program 72, look at this, Eric and Zach, 1-inch diameter hail near the Dales. This was yesterday. Appreciate you sending that photo again when it's safe. We had a lot of ominous looking skies with wall clouds. We had reports of shelf clouds. We had funnel clouds reported. And again, wall cloud reported yesterday in Fort Atkinson, so appreciate the photos. Take them when it's safe, of course. I always want to underline that. Thanks, Kent. This is the storm when we had a severe storm over Dane County going right over the downtown. And yesterday morning, before that shelf cloud came through, an ominous red-looking sky in Janesville.
I don't know. It's been a busy spring
day
so
yes.
far. Alex, thank you. Thanks for joining us, folks, for News 3 Now at 10. Have a great night.